Jimmy Mulzet is with us. He's an author. He's written a book about his journey, facing the challenge, beating the odds, the Jimmy Mulzet Story. And that's what we're talking about here on Author's Corner on America Tonight with me, Kate Delaney. When he was a young child, he nearly died before his first birthday. And boy, what he has done with his life and the challenges that were in front of him, just such an inspiration. Jimmy, thanks for coming on.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So let's talk about the beginning of your life and, at 6 months of age, being diagnosed with cerebral palsy and the fact that they never even expected you to walk, right?
No, they never expected me to walk. They never expected me to do anything. When I was born, of course I had cerebral palsy, but the doctor didn't know right away. My mother, when I was home with my mother, she found a little, like a lump in the back of my head, and I couldn't lay on my back. I always cried and everything, and then that's where everything began.
So I think your mother didn't believe that you were going to be limited, and then you have led this life where you've run in the New York City Marathon. You climbed the stairs to the top of the Empire State Building. You've had this incredible job. Tell us about that and what led you to overcome the odds. How'd you beat the odds?
Well, first of all, the New York City Marathon was coming up my street up on 79th and 3rd Avenue. And I was thinking, I wonder, can I really do that? I would like to walk or run in the New York City Marathon. Now, many people thought that, I was crazy. I don't want to do that, but with me, I wanted to try. So I went to the group that I belong to, the Achilles Track Club, and I told them that I would like to try to run in the New York City Marathon. So they trained me for that, and I finally did it.
Wow, what did that feel like, finishing the marathon?
Well, first of all, I tried to run, but I can't run. So me and my coach, we walked all the way, and I've been on my feet for 8 hours, walking the marathon from Staten Island to Central Park by the Tavern on the Green.
Wow.
It was so fantastic. I feel so happy to do it. And I did it. I didn't believe it or not. I didn't do it one time. I like it so much I even do it 8 times in a row.
Wow, that shows you if you can really overcome obstacles. Why did you write the book? What made you want to tell your story?
The reason I wrote the book because I want to be like a role model for people with disability and without disability, and let them know that what I went through with my struggles, I pray to God every day. My mother prayed, I prayed. My mother taught me how to pray. And God listened to my prayers. And now I'm living on my own and taking care of myself.
Wow. And you had a career. You recently retired. 39 years you worked for the City University of New York. What was that like?
Oh, that was a wonderful thing. I thought I would never get a job. One of the ladies that lived in my building, the old building where I lived in on 80th Street, she's the one that got me into the program that the late Mayor Ed Koch had. About the in-school, out-of-school program for people with disabilities. I go to school in the morning, and I come home and I work 2 hours during the day. So I did that, and they liked me and everything, and then later on they put me on civil service, and I kept going up, and I've been there about 39 years.
So I go back to the beginning of what we talked about. The diagnosis and the prediction was you would never walk. And here you've walked the New York City Marathon 8 times. You've had this job for all those years. You're living on your own. You definitely are an inspiration. What do you hope people take away from reading your book?
Well, what I want people to take away when they read the book is nothing is impossible. If you try and you don't give up, it's going to be hard in the beginning. It's hard for me, but my father never gave up on me. And I hope that people will never give up on themselves if they want to get better.
Boy, yeah, that's so true, right? Never give up. Always find the hope. For you in writing the book, was it fun, Jimmy, to go back and relive some of those moments?
Well, see, when I started doing all this, I had to get some information when my father and me were together. I asked my father, Daddy, what happened to me? So he's the one that really explained it the way I was in the beginning. And he's so proud of me now, the way I came about. Of course, my parents are not living anymore, but like I said, and I always say that I want to thank God for the wonderful parents that I had, and loving, and they really took care of me.
Boy, no kidding. Well, this book, Facing the Challenge, Beating the Odds, the Jimmy Mulzet Story, you can get it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever great books are sold. Jimmy, thanks for sharing your story.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me on.